So in our first game with Thad Young, everything went as planned. He was the offensive power forward that I feel we needed. He was someone who could finish inside, but more importantly, someone who could shoot from 15 to about 22 feet out and open up our offense. But since then, his offense, Thad Young's, has been not as effective, and as a result, I'm already thinking to myself, we didn't screw this one up, did we? Because this guy got some open jumpers against the T-Wolves, and I mean, this one right here is going to sum it up for you. Right place, right time, but with the green release and all, the result just isn't there. And then to add to this, we got a backup power forward right now in Nigel Hayes, who was our top 5 pick, who's killing it. And he's doing everything that I would want Thad Young to do. Now granted, we just acquired Thad Young. We're not going to overreact and switch the starter and the backup this quickly. But it's something we have to take note of, that perhaps Nigel Hayes was the answer at power forward for us all along, even if he's only a rookie at the moment. But besides that, I think the past couple games, we haven't given the ball to Nurkic enough, and I think that he can do more for us as a scorer. I mean, of course, I've been preaching the Moutier-Nurkic pick and roll, which has been pretty decent, but at the same time, like, that's not the only time that Nurkic can get the ball. Like, I should be giving it to him more often, okay? Give him some opportunities. As for the ongoing wing battle, right now KJ would be in the lead over Brandon Ingram because his three-point shot is potentially coming around, and of course his athleticism is always going to be there. So, very few parts of this roster are finalized at the moment. Now, of course, one of them is the point guard position, and in fact, that might be the only one, to be honest with you. And you're going to see why right about now, because Damian Lillard, he didn't defend Moutier, which means nobody's defending Moutier. I mean, that's too easy for him. But now, because we don't want to waste any time, Nurkic, let me see what you can do against the caveman of Chris Kaman. That was not what I wanted, and okay, well, the first time around didn't go so well, but that's cool. Let's just try it again. This time with you running to the basket. All right, Nurkic, come on, man. Okay, I can't be having you missing these shots right now, and I also can't be having us leaving Aminu wide open for 3. We got lucky, so it's okay, and now it's time for that signature Denver fast break. You saw KJ McDaniels in the game there. That's because Justin Anderson got into some foul trouble early on, and instead of going right to Gallinari, I said, nah, I want to keep up with the defense and athleticism that we usually go to start our games. But you know what? KJ, like I've said before, the three-pointer is starting to be something. And that's the only question with him, because we know how he's going to be on defense and running the floor. So as long as he's hitting those three-point shots, he's going to have a place on the team, which is going to make it even more difficult to find minutes with all of our wing players. And so after Terrence Ross takes a fadeaway with like 15 seconds left on the shot clock, I realized to myself, thank God it's not dead yet. Thad Young is still effective for us on the outside. He only had one bad game, and I'm overreacting. That's just, when you make YouTube videos, you overreact over the slightest thing in the world, so yeah. But Nigel Hayes, it's pretty real with him right now. Like, I feel like the second that we traded for Thad Young, he must have been like, oh, hell no. Y'all looking for a power forward? Your option's right here, and he's dunking on the Portland Trailblazers. I think Nigel Hayes is pretty damn pissed that we traded for Thad Young. He's the guy who believes he should be in there, and you know what? He's kind of backing it up so far. He's been really good for us. That's just an interesting thing that's going to be moving forward. Brandon Ingram in the game right now. He gets a three-pointer hit in his eye. And then Portland the other way. Luckily for us, Justin Anderson playing a little bit of defense now that he's back in the game. Is that Jeremy Lin? Jeremy Lin, man. Has anyone seen his hair in Charlotte? I mean, it's either spiked or it looks like he hasn't touched it in 4 days. It's fantastic. It's actually amazing. Gallo the God, that three ball. So we're looking okay against the Portland Trailblazers up to this point. As far as any answers that I was looking for, KJ's been better. Thad Young at least hit some jumper. Nurkic, that mid-range jumper is always going to be looking good, just like his hair. Not like his stamina, however, which sums up every single joke I ever made about Nurkic. The inside defense still not looking great. And speaking of Yusuf, I'm going to give him another opportunity here. The hook shot looking nice. So Nurkic, I mean, he's not a force down in the post, but he seems like a guy who, I don't know, is he ever going to average 19 or 20 points per game? No, but if he can be a solid 14 a game, I think I can be cool with that. The only thing is, of course, is that good enough for us to win a championship? Who knows? We're going to have to answer that question down the road. Nigel Hayes once again. I mean, my goodness, you saw Thad Young a second ago hit a mid-range jumper, so I mean, he's been good for us, but Hayes could potentially be better. Who knows? And I've been saying before that I want to get Gallo in the post a bit more often. He scores right there. I don't know if a fadeaway that close to the basket was the right idea, but it's whatever. And Joffrey Laverne hitting a three-pointer. This guy's actually hitting threes in real life, so I had to bump up his three-pointer in the game. It's only right. Seriously, go look at his three-point percentages. He's actually pretty decent. IRL. KJ in there once again, and my goodness, did KJ McDaniels just score in the half court? Our second unit in this late third quarter said, we want to win this damn game, okay? And KJ McDaniels, since inserting him back into the lineup, he's doing KJ McDaniel things, which is stealing the ball, running down floor, putting points on the board, and he's, as you can see, hitting a few of his jumpers. Terrence Ross, once again, trying to steal the Irrational Confidence trophy away from Nick Young. Does a pretty decent job of it there. Gallinari, why don't you close this thing out? Our second unit gave us a 14-point lead at the end of the third, and that's how the game ended, with a 14-point victory. We look pretty damn good in this one. We're still around the 8th seed in the Western Conference. And this was a really balanced scoring attack. But there's some things that we can potentially learn. These are just some trends. For one, Gary Harris, he's been pretty decent. He has enough double-digit scoring games, combined with the fact that his three-point shooting, pretty damn solid. Okay, he's hitting his outside shots for us. He's playing solid defensively. That's all I can ask of him. Justin Anderson, on the other hand, it's a lot of single-digit scoring. So I think you're going to see more of Brandon Ingram, because we might need more scoring out of that small forward spot. Like I've said, we might need one of our wings to average 15 points per game. Ingram might be that guy, so that'll be something interesting moving forward.